A deal is on the table for a former Phoenix police officer accused of having sex with two teenage boys. But Chris Wilson wants no part of it. CBS 5's Donna Rossi is live in our newsroom with the latest on this case. Border Patrol agents who fatally shot a teenager through the border fence say the teen was throwing rocks at them, and they want a civil lawsuit thrown out.
Governor Doug Ducey has made some bold promises to improve education in Arizona, but a growing number of school districts aren't buying. The Chicago Cubs have a new manager this season and a new outlook on finally ending a century of losing.
Free donuts for life. It's true, and we will tell you how to get them. That's one of our 5 stories in 55 seconds. Arizona's Department of Child Safety has been put on notice. They're being closely watched by the committee charged with making sure the massive problems within that agency get fixed. CBS 5's Donna Rossi is live at the Capitol with more on that. Donna?
Right now we're hearing that there was a report of an explosion, a massive explosion at a home around 920 on Choya Street and 79th Avenue. As you can see behind me, it is a very active scene. Police say an alert shopper at Walmart recognized the suspect, and because of that, they now have new images of the man they're tracking down. But right now, I am looking north and watching a thunderstorm roll in, and gusts associated with that could pose a real threat to firefighting efforts. Well, this happened in the parking lot behind me. The woman is concerned that by hitting her, the driver might have been trying to knock her out so that she wouldn't be able to fight him off.
What a way to end the school year. A Valley High School is on edge after police say a hit list was discovered. Politics can get pretty heated, but a Valley woman clearly crossed the line when she ran over her husband with her SUV. ASU now ranks among the top schools in the nation when it comes to online programs for veterans. The rankings come from U.S. News and World Report. According to the magazine, ASU is number 2 for its graduate criminal justice program and for most of its graduate business programs. The university snagged the number 4 spot for its Masters of Business Administration and comes in 7th overall for bachelor degree programs. As you fill up before this holiday weekend road trip, you will be paying more. Today's average statewide price for regular gas is $2.78. That's up 3 cents from last week, and it's higher than the national average of $2.73. Now, to put things in perspective, 1 year ago, Arizonans were paying a lot more at $3.48 a gallon. High school seniors are known for their end-of-the-year pranks. Some have even gotten arrested. Are you feeling lucky? If so, grab yourself some lottery tickets. Tomorrow night's jackpot for the Mega Millions is now at $194 million. This is the game's largest jackpot since the $270 million one back in January. Tickets will be sold until 6:59 tomorrow night, so good luck. DNA on the crust of some leftover pizza helped Washington, D.C. police ID an accused killer. Medical bills that go unpaid can lead to financial ruin. But what if you really can't pay? CBS 5 advocate Dave Cherry says try negotiating, and he's here with advice on how to be successful at it. Being a war veteran is honorable and noble, but it doesn't always make it easier to find a job. Take a good look here. This sketch was just sent into our newsroom. Does this man look familiar to you? Tempe police say he is wanted in connection with a sexual assault. It happened in the early morning hours on Sunday near 5th Street and Beck Avenue in Tempe. Police say a woman was walking when a man came up from behind her, tackled her to the ground, and sexually assaulted her. The victim says she didn't recognize the man who attacked her. If you've seen him, call police. Most of us have a favorite restaurant, a local mom and pop shop that we go to over and over.
We all know those names, right? But those places are actually disappearing now from the Valley landscape. Our Dennis Welch went to find out why.
Getting your child into college is important, but making sure they have the skills to get a job is critical to success.
Tanya Mendez tells us about a new partnership that's benefiting those students and the community.
He has been a popular and polarizing figure in our state. Now it looks like Sheriff Joe Arpaio is losing some of his supporters. After a drowning this past weekend, firefighters and volunteers hit the streets today hoping to prevent future tragedies. They were in the area of 35th Avenue and Dunlap in Phoenix to talk about water safety. That included offering swimming lessons along with CPR and babysitting classes.
Because it's very important.
On average, there are about 75 drowning incidents in the city of Phoenix each year. That's higher than anywhere else in the state. But officials say that's just because more people live here. The Prime Minister of Nepal fears the death toll in his country could reach 10,000.
Rescue efforts continue after Saturday's massive earthquake. Seth Doan is in the capital city of Kathmandu with the very latest.
If spring weather has you thinking about upgrading your wheels, make sure the car you're looking at meets your needs.
Victoria Mendez was released from the hospital earlier this evening. She told me she was driving home from work last night when she saw her son standing on the corner of her street here. So she stopped her car, and what happened next is heartbreaking.
I rolled my passenger window down and I said, "Hey, Hakeem, what's up? How are you doing?" And he popped his head in my window and he says, "I just want to give you a kiss, Mama."
As Victoria Mendez leaned toward her 29-year-old son, Hakeem Shaki, who she hadn't seen in months because of his drug addiction, she says he pulled out a box cutter.
And then he proceeded to get into the car and started stabbing me and slashing at my throat, telling me that he was going to kill me. And then he grabbed within the wound itself that he had created with his bare hands, and he started pulling at my esophagus.
As Mendez fought for her life and screamed for help, she says a neighbor came to her rescue.
And he said, "Stop, I'm going to shoot." He wouldn't stop. He shot him once. It didn't even faze him. He was so high on drugs. And the second shot I heard, he went down.
Mendez is now beginning a painful recovery and mourning the loss of a son she feels she truly lost to crystal meth, not to the man who pulled the trigger.
There was nothing else you could have done. And as sad as I am to lose my boy, you did the right thing. And I thank you for my life.
In Glendale, Rebecca Thomas, CBS 5 News.
Mark, fans tell me it was a hit that silenced the stadium. Take a look at this video and you can see why. It is very scary. A line drive nailed D-backs pitcher Archie Bradley on the right side of his face. That hit knocked him to the ground, and fans who saw it happen were horrified.
He went down so fast, the ball went right at his face. He had no chance to protect himself.
Goes down flat for seemed like forever, and everyone was like in awe with their hands over their face, like in tears. We didn't know.
Bradley eventually was helped off the ground and was able to walk off the field. He gave a thumbs up, much to the relief of fans.
Both teams were applauding and very concerned, but it was a good moment. That's what happens in athletics, and he went down, but he got back up.
Everyone just started cheering, stood up for him, gave him a standing ovation, and he gave a thumbs up, and then the game went on.
Now, at the very least, Bradley's face is swollen. We do expect to get a full medical report from the D-backs any minute now that game is over. Reporting live in Phoenix, Rebecca Thomas, CBS 5 News.
Coyotes typically don't stick around when they see us, but not only did this one stay, it chased some golfers until it got what it wanted.
Oh my God, he's like running.
A group of ladies hit the link Saturday and had one wild game of golf.
He ran up to us just like a dog, and but then I thought to myself, wait, this isn't a dog, that's a coyote.
So after snapping a few pictures, Rebecca Goldberg and Amy Kirkus got into their golf cart and took off down the greens at Talking Stick Golf Club.
We're being chased by a coyote.
But as you can see, this curious canine wasn't ready to say goodbye.
He was definitely kind of assertive, right? You could tell that he had a mission. He was going to follow us.
We were driving the golf cart as fast as we could go, and he was keeping up to us, and he was right behind us, and I thought, he might jump on the back of the golf cart.
Fortunately, that didn't happen, but they weren't able to lose the coyote until Kirkus tossed a sandwich onto the golf course.
We were able to get away, and then he went off into the bushes and was gone after that.
The women eventually realized getting fed was probably the coyote's game plan all along.
He has it all figured out. He knows he can get food from golfers, and he knows how to go about it, I think, and he's a smart coyote.
Both ladies say from now on, they won't bring food on a golf cart. Now, if you'd like to see that video again, we have the clip on our website, cbs5az.com.